holding my breath. What if he changed in the last second? I'm glad I got the call out. I mean, it's if I were doing a crew battle right now, I got Xyxeon pegged. So you know what? Anything right now, and I think after this, you'll be changing with Akuga, right? Akuga will be taking over.
Yeah, I'm going to take a little break because Multiverses is going to come up soon for top 4, and I'm going to be commentating with Great Ajax. Nevertheless, we're going to have some doubles ultimate side.
All right, so, you know, look at all these characters. They all have projectiles. You know, they all have things that stay in position. There are literally going to be a war of attrition here for position. And look how much space there is for a split second, and then suddenly chaos.
Pretty even just starting at the beginning. So far, actually trying to get some combinations in. What's going to be interesting is going to be the synergy that EKING and Xyxeon actually have with Pac-Man and Diddy Kong. They're trying to cover some combinations, whereas EKING likes to have a more methodical approach when it comes to his play. It's going to be interesting.
A lot of things when you're like, you tend to come in crashing with a character, but Pac-Man, he packs a punch. And the thing is that earlier we saw a red team maintaining control with their projectiles, and when 11 Sword came into play, you saw Tuitt swinging, and he was controlling space like a Fire Emblem character would do. But as soon as something clicked with EKING, he just started swinging.
So trying to respond back and take away that stock as soon as possible. First quad for red team.
I gotta say, what knowledge does Ssabado Gigante have? He saw the stun, he waited the correct amount and got the upper KO on Pac-Man for the bell. That shows knowledge. That shows that he's played Pac-Man a lot.
Survivability is going to be the name of the game for both Diddy Kong and Rob, and high percents on both. They're trying to hold on, but the orange is going to hit the hydrant and therefore hit Tuitt and take the stock. And on the other side, we have Xyxeon losing his. So 2 stock scenarios for each player, 72% onto Mario.
Yeah, it was a similar situation where both of the first stocks were high. The 11 sword was not enough to blow up the hydrant earlier. Had he had time and maybe after the orange, it would have gone in his favor. But this is a matter of timing. Everybody knows, like, I did it too soon. I did it too late. And here, he let go of shield too soon. There he goes. Xyxeon coming in with a randy forward smash. And now they have a stock advantage.
Looking pretty good so far for the yellow team, or the blue team rather. Since that the colors are yellow, so I got a little bit confused. Nevertheless, Thoron gonna come out, send flying the Pac-Man, while Team Red just combos heck out of Diddy Kong with a forward smash. And
actually reeled back there. That was some really good DI from Tuitt. The smash capitalized on both of them, but thankfully the percentage was not enough to just be a double KO, a team kill and a KO.
I'm trying to toss him to the side and just responding with a couple of projectiles of their own and continuing to save each other. Definitely the name of the game.
I like how both teams have this similar play style where at least one character is tanking for a little bit and being very support utility until it's time to come with the stock KO, you know? And I feel like until that tide changes, you see these role changes immediately. Diddy Kong's on the offense, then Pac-Man is. Now Tuitt is playing on the back with his Robin and just throwing a lot of his projectiles because they know they're fishing for the kill. Oh, what a capitalization! A dash attack, and he was there in time to do a jump back air. Looking real good for Red Team right now. I thought this immediately turned around as soon they got the KO on Xyxeon's Diddy Kong.
2v1 scenario that time, so EKING is all alone and he needs to take 3 stocks. But a lot of percents that time, it's going to be enough, so that's 1 stock down. Now you got to get rid of the Marios.
Ssabado Gigante has to be careful because you can tell that EKING's going to be looking for any misstep from him. Get a KO, and Tuitt has to be careful. These Arc Thunders can get the KO.
He did not have a second jump. We could be seeing the first comeback of today in First Attack 2022. Arc Fire going to come out, but Tuitt going to close it out. Setting up beautifully with that Arc Fire. They need to be careful That was almost a win by EKING, who is #1 on the Smashing in Puerto Rico. So if anybody can clutch it, is him. Let's see how they can bounce back.
That was very good, clean conversion. Like, he had enough energy on the fire to continue with the pressure of Arc Fire, because EKING was trying to back up. So as soon as he started seeing him back up, he did a full overextension on the Arc Fire, and then he was able to just get a roll punish, and he was there for the back air. So I think it was very clean from him.
Game number 2, Pokemon Stadium 2 is going to be the name of the game one more time. Now, this is a top 8 qualifier, Yoma, on winner's side. So whoever gets this actually gets into top 8 of doubles here.
So I thought that they were both playing, both teams were playing really close to each other. They were trying to box each other out. And whenever one of their support characters backed up, then they turn into a utility character. But now they're just content with just slugging out and throwing out hitboxes. It's just now a matter of like who's gets sent in the edge guard situation first and who is going to get sandwiched afterwards.
Exploitable recoveries are definitely some of the things that you can do versus Mario versus Diddy Kong specifically. Robin can get exploited from the recovery if they don't have the book. So if you do so, Pac-Man, pretty much impossible. Now, back throw gonna send Mario onto the side, and just throwing out items in the forward smash is gonna connect that time to strike first blood onto Robin.
That backer kind of extended that arm a little bit too far, and then the S-Smash clearly get the KO. Ooh, that trampoline situation was a bit tricky, but, you know, nothing too drastic. Mario's outside. Ssabado Gigante really has to kind of be careful not to get KO'd at this situation. He's holding that third stock for dear life.
He's going to toss him to the side. It's not quite going to be enough, so good DI on Xyxeon to survive as much as possible. Saturday actually trying to make any type of approach to eliminate that stock and force that lead.
Ssabado Gigante is holding on that stock. He's holding on the stock!
So good so far. Another nair done by Pac-Man. The snipe on the orange is going to be enough. And Xyxeon is doing his damnedest to not lose his stock this time.
Honestly, they were just piling the pressure on Ssabado Gigante, and Tuitt was actually getting just like some side damage here and there because he was just trying to help wall them out, but he just got consistently hit once and again, twice and third, and then now he's at 130%. This is looking not really difficult compared to the first game that they had.
Responding one more time, so Tuitt is already in his last stock, and the blue team has not lost a stock as of right now. And knowing myself, it's going to be commentator's curse effective immediately. He's going to lose it quite rapidly. 156% is definitely not a percent you want Diddy Kong surviving, and blue team's defense has been impeccable game 2.
Tuitt tried to do a Robin snipe there with the Arc Thunder, but it just dissipated before he even hit Pac-Man. I think, without a doubt about, like, there was, I don't think there was a lot of talking between each other team, but right now the adaptation from Xyxeon and EKING is really quickly noticeable. Like, look how much they're hitting, look how much they're dodging, they're just staying longer.
Oh,
this is a statement. This is a statement.
Defeated. 2v1 scenario, and it is a 5-stock lead. You must have forgot. You must have forgot who were the kings of doubles in Puerto Rico, because this is, as you mentioned, the statement game.
I mean, historically, EKING and Xyxeon have like been top 2, like in terms of the placings, consistently throughout all the years. They're just, they're just it. You know, they're it.
The it couple, the doubles to beat from Puerto Rico, cementing themselves for game 2 and making a statement, forcing that game 3 for the top 8 qualifier.
You know, I don't like Diddy Kong's down air. It's too good. It's too good. Comes out fast. Spikes, it can literally get you a strong spike around 50%. That's ridiculous. And there's like not that much landing lag on it. There's like very few landing frames on it. It's too good. Don't use it. Don't use it. I prohibit.
Too good.
I prohibit now. Nah, he's good.
Now, actually, Yoma propaganda.
Yeah, I'm on the Diddy Kong propaganda that they got too many good moves. But, you know,
One too many. One too many.
One too many good moves. But, you know, there's always somebody crying somewhere else.
Oh, for sure. Game number 3 this time is going to be in Town and City. What do you think of this pick, Yoma?
I think this for counter pick, even though both first games were on PS2, I think they want to kind of have more vertical space. Use these platforms because earlier they were getting boxed out horizontally. I'm pretty sure that the thought is maybe if we have more space vertically, maybe we're able to outmaneuver Diddy Kong and Pac-Man. You know, Pac-Man, whereas he does control a lot of space, he does have a little bit bad air drift. You know, he doesn't move very much as Diddy Kong does.
Similar scenario to the beginning of the last game, just racking up damage onto the red team that time. Saturday trying to combo EKING, get some good percentage in as they maintain Diddy Kong on the outside.
Yeah, Ssabado Gigante is doing a lot of good efforts to keep EKING walled out with his back airs. Even the Hydrant himself was used against him. But Xyxeon took advantage that his attention was elsewhere and got the KO on Tuitt. But Ssabado did not relent his aggression on him.
Rapidly trying to get those stocks as soon as possible to not have a repeat of game number 2. Back throw is not going to be enough, so good eye on Saturday to continue to tank that stock as much as possible as they continue to put the blue team on the corner.
I think Tuitt is doing a really good job of his projectiles. In terms of the Arc Fire and the Arc Thunders, they have been making his opponents respect the space he covers. Otherwise as well, the 11 sword may have not been getting kills, but the damage is noticeable. Now it's just a matter of if Ssabado Gigante can continue on with the Mario combos. And, you know, even though Xyxeon hasn't lost his stock, it's looking, I think Red Team is doing a lot better than what they happened in game number 2.
Definitely, as you mentioned before, Yoma, just a 1 stock differential this time. It would be pivotal to actually take away DD stock though. Xyxeon has the capability to survive as much as possible. A good nair, send him to the side with the sweet spot 11 sword. I think it's going to happen now.
I think, like, comparatively to game number 1, Tuitt and Ssabado have not been getting a lot of the conversions. They're still forcing situation with Arc Thunder and Arc Fire, and Mario's there to just grab if they roll away. But the conversions off the aerials are not happening compared to where blue team, EKING and Xyxeon are getting these conversions.
Oh my god, they just continue to apply the pressure and the jabs, trying to mash out as soon as possible. Responding back, the red team was taking that stock, so 1 more stock than what they did on game number 2, but rapidly just going for the side special. 1 stock apiece for red team. EKING and Xyxeon looking poised to move on to top 8.
I feel like there's going to have to be some critical spikes or incredible combos to kind of change this tide. In terms of what can they do, if Tuitt can hit these Arc Fires, because blue team has been blocking them, they've been dodging them. If he's getting these Arc Fires and Arc Thunders, we can see a change. 11 sword, gonna get the stock, that's a start. Let's see where else can they go from this.
So you're just gonna try to combo each other to hell this time. Banana slipping onto the Mario, 91%, just a command grab. Combinations on Tuitt after getting hit with the bell in the back air. Nosferatu will recover some damage as well. EKING does have the bell in hand, but actually manages to miss it. If you grab it once, you can use it 1 more time. You can't grab it again.
Ooh, nice interrupt by the fireball. You can see EKING has been fishing for some KO moves here, but Ssabado Gigante getting some good conversions.
Oh my god! This might be what Team Red needed. It is still a disadvantage. It's still high percents for Saturday, but the ladder combo is going to get EKING stock. Stairway to Heaven might be Saturday's favorite track, but it might not be enough. 2v1 scenario for Tuitt. We have seen combats happen before. It hasn't happened on stream yet. Let's see if this time it can happen.
I feel like there was a good chance it had Ssabado Gigante continued on, but Xyxeon did not miss a beat. He actually saw the moment he was inching over to EKING, and he's like, oh.
Directional air dodge downward. It is not how you want your set to go. Such a clutch play by Saturday. Couldn't quite close it out at the end. EKING and Xyxeon move on. Let's see that replay.
That was an incredible, like, first KO move. Comes in, bam. What the sour spots can do.
Bam, 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 bam.
Like, I think those consecutive kills were great. Tuitt did a soft sour spot back here, popped up, Ssabado gets it back here.
Yeah.
And then Ssabado was just like, you know what? I'm not done. And he gets the ladder combo.
Going to go all the way. Just managing to get that. Unfortunately, not going to be enough. And that's going to be quite the pause. We're going to take a quick break right now. We're going to have a little bit of a caster swap.